Today, 9 December 2024, Morning Murli, Bap Dada Madhuvan. Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Essence. Sweet children, you have to give everyone the Father's introduction before destructions take place. Imbibe this knowledge and then explain it to others. Only then will you be able to claim a high status. Question. What directions does the Father gives to Raja Yoga students? Answer. You are given the directions that, after belonging to the one Father, you must not allow your hearts to become attached to anyone else. After making a promise to remain pure, you must never become impure. Become completely pure, so much so that you automatically stay in constant remembrance of the Father and the Teacher. Have love for the one Father alone and remember Him alone, and you will receive a great deal of power. Om Shanti. The spiritual father sits here and explains. Here is only able to explain when he takes his body. He has to explain personally. That which is explained personally is then printed and sent to everyone. You come here in order to listen to Baba personally. The unlifted Father is speaking to you souls. It is souls that listen. It is souls that do everything through their bodies. Therefore, first of all, you definitely have to consider yourselves to be souls. It is remembered that souls remained separated from the Supreme Soul for a long time, who are the first ones to become separated from the Father and come down here to play their parts. When you are asked, for how long have you remained separated from the Father, you reply, 5,000 years. This is the full account. You children know how you came down, and otherwise the Father who was up above has also now come down in order to charge everyone's battery. You now have to remember the Father. The Father is now personally in front of you. People on the path of devotion do not know the Father's occupation, that they do not know his name from place or time. You know the name, form, place, and time. You know that the Father explains all the secrets to you through this chariot. He has explained the secrets of the Creator and the beginning, the middle, and the end of creation. He is very subtle. The Father is the seed of the human world tree. He definitely comes here. It is his task to establish a new world. It isn't that he established it while he's sitting up above. You children know that Baba is personally explaining to you directly through this body. This is also the Father's love. No one else knows his biography. The Gita is the scripture of the original eternal deity religion. You also know that after this knowledge, destructions will take place. Destruction definitely has to take place. Destruction does not take place when the other founders of religion come. This is now the time for destruction, and this is why the knowledge that you are now being given will end later on. All of these aspects are now in the intellects of you children. You have come to know the Creator and creation both are eternal and have always existed. It is in the Father's part to come at the conferences. Devotion lasts for half a cycle, but this knowledge doesn't. You receive the inheritance of this knowledge for half a cycle. You only receive this knowledge once at the conference age. Only once are you able to have such a class. You have to understand these aspects clearly and then explain them to others. The status you claim depends on how much service you do. You understand that you are now have to make effort to go to the new world. Your status will depend on how much you imbibe and explain to others. Before destructions take place, you have to give everyone the Father's introduction and introduction of the beginning, middle, and end of creation. You remember the Father so that your sins of the many births can be cut away. You definitely have to remember the Father, for as long he continues to teach you, there would be yoga with the one Father, with one who teaches. When a teacher teaches you, you would have yoga with him. How could you study without having yoga with him? Yoga means to remember the one who is teaching you. That one is the Father, Teacher, and Sadguru. You have to remember him accurately in all three forms. Only once do you meet this Sadguru. Once you receive salvation through this knowledge, the system of having gurus come to an end. The system of having a father and teacher carries on, whereas the system of having a guru will have ended because you received salvation. You go to the land beyond sound in a practical way and then come down here at your own time to play your parts. You receive both liberation and liberation life. You definitely also receive liberation. You will go home and remain there for a short time. Here, you have to play your parts through bodies. All the actors will have come down by the end. When a play ends, all the actors come down onto the stage. Even now, all our actors have gathered on the stage. There is so much chaos. There will not be any chaos in the golden age. There is so much peacelessness now. Just as the Father has the knowledge of the world cycle, so you children also have this knowledge. The seed has knowledge of how our tree grows and how it is then destroyed. You are now sitting here in order to plant the sapling of the new world, that is, to plant the sapling of the original eternal data religion. You know how Lakshmi Narayan claimed their kingdom. You now understand that you will go and become princes in the new world. All the residents of that world will themselves the masters. Even now, everyone says that Bharat is their country. You understand that you are now at the confluence age, and then you will be going to the temple of Shiva. You are now about to go. You will go and become the masters of the temple of Shiva. This is your aim and objective. The king, the queen, and the subjects all become the master of the temple of Shiva. However, there are different levels of status in a kingdom. There are no advisors there. Advisors are only needed when people become impure. You would never have heard of advisors to Lakshmi Narayan or to Rama and Sita because they themselves have pure and Satopradhan intellects. It is when people become impure that the king and queen have an advisor to advise them. Just look, there are now countless advisors. You children understand that this play is very enjoyable. A play is normally enjoyable. There is happiness as well as sorrow. Only you children know this unlimited play. There is no question of weeping and wailing, etc. In this, it is said, consider whatever has passed to be the past. Whatever happens is predestined. This play is in your intellects, and you are all actors in this play. The parts of 84 births are accurate and imperishable. Whatever part you have acted in each birth, you will enact that again 5,000 years before today. Too, you were told to consider yourself to be souls. These words are also mentioned in the Gita. You understand that when the original eternity religion was being established, the Father said, renounce all your bodily relations and consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. The Father has very clearly explained that the meaning of Manmanabhav, this is the language he uses. Just see how many languages there are now. There is so much chaos because of the different languages. Nothing can function without a language. People learn such different languages that they forget their mother language. Those who learn many languages receive a prize. There are as many languages as there are religions. You know that you will have your own kingdom there, and that there will only be one language. Here, every 100 miles there is a different languages. There is only one language. The Father sits here and explains all of these things to you. Therefore, continue to remember that Father alone. Shiv Baba explains through Brahma. He definitely needs a chariot. Shiv Baba is our Father. Baba says, I have an unlimited number of children. Baba teaches you through this one. You would never embrace your children. You would never embrace your teacher. The Father has come in order to teach you. He teaches you Raja Yoga, and so he is the teacher, and you are students. Do students ever embrace their teacher? After belonging to the Father, you must not allow your hearts to become attached to anyone else. The Father says, I have come to teach you Raja Yoga. You are bodily beings, whereas I am a bodiless one who reside up above. You say, Baba, come and purify us. This means that you must be impure. Therefore, how can you embrace me? You make a promise and then become impure. At the end, when you become completely pure, you will continue to stay in remembrance of the teacher and the guru. So many now falls due to becoming dirty. They will receive 100-fold punishment. You have found this one as the agent in between. You have to remember that one. Baba says, I am his special child, but I am not able to embrace him. At least you are able to meet him through this body. How can I embrace him? The Father says, children, remember the one Father alone and only love him alone. You receive a lot of power by having this remembrance. The Father is the Almighty Authority. It is from the Father that you receive so much power. You become so powerful that no one can gain victory over your kingdom. Okay, Baba. The kingdom of Ravan will have ended, so there will be no remaining there to cause sorrow. This is called the land of happiness. Ravan is one who causes sorrow for everyone in the whole world. Even animals experience sorrow. Their animal live live together with a lot of love. Here there is no love. Do children understand how this drama continues to turn? Only the father explains the secrets of the beginning, the middle, and the end of it. Some study very well, whereas others study less. Everyone studies. Everyone in the whole world will study. This is they will all remember the father. To remember the father is also to study. They remember that father is as bestower of salvation of all, for all, the one who gives happiness to everyone. They call out, come and make us pure. Therefore they must surely be impure. He only comes in order to make vicious once viceless. You call out, O Allah, come and purify us. This is His business. That is why you call out to Him. Your language too should be correct. Some say Allah, and some say God, and some say God the Father. The intellects of those who come at the end are still good. They do not experience as much sorrow. You are now sitting here personally. What are you doing? You are looking at Baba in this one's forehead. Baba then looks at your foreheads. Can I see one whom I enter? He is sitting next to me. He has to be understood very well. I am sitting next to this one. This one also understand that he is sitting next to me. You say that you are seeing two in front of you. You see both souls, Bap and Dada. You now have the knowledge of who is called Bap Dada. You souls are sitting in front of Bap Dada. On the path of devotion, they sit and listen with their eyes closed. You cannot study in that way. You have to look at the teacher. That one is the father as well as the teacher, and so you have to look at him. If you sit in front of him and close your eyes and continue to doze off, you cannot study in that way. A student definitely continues to look at the teacher, otherwise the teacher would say you keep dozing off. Have you been drinking? It is in your intellect, said Baba, in this body. I am looking at Baba. The father explains that this is not a common class in which you sit with with your eyes closed. Does anyone sit at school with his closed eye? Other satsangs are not called schools, although they sit and relate the Gita. They are not called schools. None of these is the father that you need to look at them. They are some devotees of Shiva who continues to remember Shiv Baba while listening to the religious stories through their ears. Those who worship Shiva have to remember Shiva alone. There are no questions and answers, etc. in the other satsangs, whereas there are here. Here you can earn a great deal of income. One never yawns whilst earning an income. You become happy when you receive wealth. Yawning is a sign of sorrow. It is when someone is sick or has gone bankrupt that he continues to yarn. You never yarn if you continue to earn an income. Baba was a businessman. When a steamer arrived late at night, he would also have to stay awake. Some ladies, Begum, would also come at night to shop, and so the shops had to remain open just for the females. Baba says, hold an exhibition on a particular day for just the females, and many will come. Even those who wear veils will come. The daughter-in-law remained behind a veil. They are behind a veil even when they are in their carts. Here, it is a matter of souls. Souls, you receive this knowledge, your veils are removed. In the golden age, there are no veils, etc. Here, you are given this knowledge for the pure household path. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost, and now from children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, the baptada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says namaste to the spiritual father. Essence, this play is for great for enjoyment. The part of happiness and sorrow are predestined in this play. Therefore, there is no question of weeping or wailing. Your intellect should remember that whatever happens, it is predestined. You should never think about that which has passed. This is not a common class. You should not sit here with your eyes closed but continue to look at teacher in front of you. You must not yarn. Yarning is a sign of sorrow. Blessing. May you claim the three certificates of contentment and make an impact on others with your yogi life as an yogi, easy yogi. Repeat, may you claim the three certificates of contentment and make an impact on others with your yogi life as an easy yogi. Contentment is the special aim in your yoga life. Those who remain constantly content and make others content automatically make an impact on them with their yogi life. Just as the facilities of science make an impact on atmosphere, so as an yogi life too makes an impact. The three certificates of yogi life are to be content with oneself, content with Father and to be content with your physical and spiritual families. Slogan: those who have a tilak of self sovereignty, a crown of world benefit, and are seated on throne of their stage are Raja Yogis. Thank you, Baba. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.